Bye. I hope everyone's doing super dandy today because for today's video, we're gonna be doing 3 different thrift flips. The first thrift flip we're gonna be doing is this one. The second one is this one. And the final one is this one. That's my intro. Thank you so much to Cricut for sponsoring today's video. Okay, let's start the first one. So for the first thrift flip, I really like patchwork jeans and I don't have patchwork jeans, so we need jeans, we need scrap fabric, other fabric we like, more fabric we like. Ooh, this one. This fabric looks like patchwork already, so that's a bonus. Here's some more scrap fabric. I think we're ready. So I need to start cutting some squares and rectangles out of here. And I'm gonna do them different sizes, not all the same sizes, but some the same sizes. Makes sense, right? So I know the first rule in sewing is you need to iron your fabric, but that is always a step I like to skip. So I'm cutting out my wrinkly fabric here and I'm just cutting out random shapes, like random rectangles, random squares of all the fabric I kind of like together. Then I just played around with all that fabric and kind of mix matched it to figure out where I wanted it. And then I made all the squares and rectangles smaller because I realized I cut them out ginormously. Looks good. I think it's good like that. And then I cut it to the right size and ironed it. How deep can I make my voice? So now that I have all my pieces with the interfacing on the back, I am just gonna start embroidering. This is gonna take a little bit of time, hopefully not too much time because we're just going around like the rectangle. So let's embroider these on. But before that, we need to pin them on. No more deep voice, Jenna, because that actually really hurts my throat. But now that it's all pinned on, we're gonna start embroidering it or just like hand sewing it on with embroidery string. Because we're not doing anything fancy, we're not doing any designs, we're just legit just like weaving the needle through with the string. So I'm just using the one of the only needles I have for embroidery, so hopefully it works. And then for my string, I'm just using this embroidery string. Like I could be fancy and use like contrasting colors on top of the fabric, or I could just use, you know, string that blends in. Do I want to be crazy with the colors I choose or basic? Let's choose some fun colors. So I just lick it, thread it through, pull it all the way to the end and make sure both are even. And then I just tie a knot, like that. Should I just film like this? JK. So I'm done one patch now and I got 4 more to go. So I'm gonna go sit on the couch and watch TV and finish these up. For thrift flip number 2, I have 2 shirts here. I have this black stretchy knit tank top and a white stretchy knit t-shirt. So first thing I need to do is I need to find the line I want because we're going to be connecting the top to the bottom of that shirt. And I do want it to kind of like, you know, hug my boobs. So I'm going to try it on and we're going to draw the line of it hugging my boobs. So it might look a little funky just because I have it over top of my other top because I'm too lazy. Now that I have it on, I am just going to take my washable marker here and pretty much trace my boobs. I'm gonna start here and go down around my boob up into the seam here. Let's fix this. It needs to go here. More up. Need more perky boob. Yeah, that's better. So I drew a really bad saggy boob, so I'm just going to touch this up. So I touched up my saggy boob and made it a little bit more perky. And then after that, I just folded the shirt in half. So I pulled it down the middle to make sure it was folded in half, not the way it was, but the way it is here, because we're gonna try to make both boobs symmetrical. So I'm just taking my rotary cutter and I'm cutting around the boob, the nicer boob we drew on the one side there. And then I just stop at the end of the boob. And then we're just taking a ruler and we're drawing a straight line or cutting a straight line for the back. You could hand wing it if you want, but I like a ruler because it's nice and precise. And then that's what the top should look like, the front and the back. And then for our opposite color shirt, I'm taking the bottom piece of the first shirt and I am just tracing it. I guess you could take the top piece too, but you want to trace it so both boobs or boobs are nice and symmetrical and pretty and perky. And now I have two pieces, so I have like a really crop top and like an under bustier piece. So pinning the two pieces together are a little bit tricky just because they don't line up perfectly. You kind of gotta stretch and maneuver a little bit. So I like to start by pinning the center and the two outsides first. And then I like to pin, like the nipple part. And we're just gonna pin, nipple to nipple on both sides. And then it should be kind of even. And then I like to go in between and kind of fix those pieces. And oh yeah, you gotta make sure that the fabrics are right sides together. That's how you know that's right. And then I like to fold it inside out for the back, and obviously the back is super easy to do because it's a straight line. So right here is my serger / overlocking machine. If you don't know what it is, it's okay. You don't need one of these to do this. You can just use the zigzag setting on your sewing machine because we need a stitch with some stretch. We need it to stretch and not like snap. So zigzag is your best friend when it comes to stretchy fabric. I'm gonna start with this tank top one that I just pinned, and we're gonna just start at the edge, the side seam here, and we're just gonna go all the way around, or we're going to attempt to go all the way around. I won't make you listen to that awful serger noise because yes, it's terrible. I tried to listen to music or watch a show while I try to serge on my clothes, and you cannot hear anything over it. Like, you cannot have a conversation, you cannot do anything with that serger noise. Like, I guess you can't really with a sewing machine either, but it's just so obnoxious. So I don't know if that's just mine or everyone's serger sounds like that, but it's terrible. It's not good. Welcome to my tropical rainforest. In my tropical rainforest, I iron. I have my iron here, and the reason why I call it a tropical rainforest is because it gets really steamy in here, and it's like a rainforest. Next, what we're gonna do is, now that I have my tops looking like so, I am just going to press the seams up towards your boobs or to the sky. Thank you! So for our last thrift flip, we're gonna be thrift flipping this plain black hoodie here, and it's just a little boring, so I really wanna make it more fun. So we're gonna be using my Cricut right here, and we're gonna be making it a lot more fun. If you haven't heard of Cricut before, they make these amazing DIY machines that pretty much cut out anything. Like, they can cut out fabric, vinyl, iron on vinyl, they can engrave, and they can even write. Like, there's so many things you can do with a Cricut. It's honestly the perfect DIY machine. We're gonna be using her to make this sweater something I like. But that's it. I'm just gonna show you how I use this to make this look cool. So this morning I got really excited and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna create the coolest hoodie today. And I just like went at it this morning and I designed this. So I'm gonna put this on the back of my hoodie. So I wanted about 30 centimeters long, so like 12 inches. Perfect. And then once I have it on here, I'm just gonna press make it. And my favorite thing about my new Cricut is that you actually don't need a mat if you're using their smart material. So I am literally just gonna feed in the material into the machine. But she is all set up now. She is blinking, so I'm just gonna feed this in like you feed a turkey in the oven on Thanksgiving Day. There's bends in here everywhere. And then once she's done her thing and measuring whatever she does, we can just press play. And then we can watch her do her thing. And then once it's cut out, you just gotta pick those little tiny pieces out of the letters, and then it's done. It's ready to be ironed on. To be honest, after cutting all that out, I kinda think it might look better just all white. Yeah, I kinda like it better all white. Dang it! It looks better all white. Okay, I'm just gonna run with this all white one. So after wasting a decent amount of time, I decided I like the all white look. So we're gonna go ahead with just all white, and I'm just gonna use my iron here. You can just use like at home, you know, iron, that works too, and iron it on. But we're done all the thrift flips now, so here they are. I love them. I think they turned out great. It was super easy, this thrift flip. It obviously just took, you know, a decent amount of time, but the good thing about this thrift flip is that if you don't like them in the future, like if you're not a fan of patchwork pants anymore, you can just like seam rip these off and then your jeans are like perfectly fine. Like you don't have to ruin a good pair of jeans, so you could actually do this with one of your favorite pair of jeans, or maybe you don't want to do it with your favorite pair of jeans, but you know, one of your good pairs of jeans, you can patchwork them and then take it off later if you don't like it. Okay, and then here's the second one, which I don't know, this one is probably my favorite, even though it was like the easiest one to do. Like it's so simple. Like it's just two shirts put together, and it probably took me like 15 minutes to do, but it's just so simple. I really love how this top turned out. It just kind of looks like an under the bustier kind of, you know, corset, you know what I'm talking about, except it's comfy. It's comfy, soft, and it's like a t-shirt. It's nice. This is what it looks like from the front. Simple. You wouldn't even tell. It just looks like a plain hoodie. But from the back, this is what it looks like. I think it looks cute. I like it. It's comfy, like it's a hoodie. Like hoodies are like my favorite things to wear, so that's why I love thrift flipping them, just to make hoodies cuter. But that's it for today's video. I think I'm gonna go grocery shopping now, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye!